Riveting content. Empowering your life. Welcome to The Sphere. This episode is sponsored by 3 Hues Painting Studio. Come paint, sip, and party at 3 Hues. Visit our website today at 3hueshouston.com. Houston Housewives of Finance. For more information on increasing your cash flow, becoming your own money manager, and to schedule your complimentary personal finance strategy, contact the Houston Housewives of Finance today at 1-844-700-4463. Looking to advertise? Join the Sphere's vast demographic reach of thousands of people all over the world. Send an email today to advertise@thesphere.tv or call us at area code 832-772-7789.
What's up, everybody? It's Kiki and Shy, and we are
Social Chicks.
And we want to thank you so much for tuning into our show, Hashtag. And you know what Hashtag is about. We talk about everything that's trending on social media, or the couple of things that we think are really, really entertaining, or highly trending, or
what we want to talk about.
pretty much, basically.
Or just stuff we pick and we say we want to talk about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because we're girls that talk.
All the time.
Yeah.
Obviously. So thank you so much for tuning in. Facebook Live, folks. Come on in, share the video. Make sure that you get us out there. Leave comments, interaction. Give us feedback on all of these stories we're going to talk about. And make sure that you are able to watch the full show. You can do that by subscribing to Hashtag at thesphere.tv. You can also subscribe on iTunes. You can subscribe on Google Play. You can listen to our podcast, audio only, on Stitcher and also on SoundCloud. And yeah, make sure that you follow us on all social media too. Shall I give them our social media?
Our social media for Facebook, Snapchat, and Instagram is SOXIALCHIX. And on Twitter, it's SOXIAL_CHIX. And you can reach us by email if you want. SOXIALCHIX@gmail.com. And we want to thank Jordan Hargrove for joining us.
Thanks, Jordan.
Yes. And hey, Gary.
Hey, Gary.
He's watching.
We talk a lot. He says talk a lot. LOL.
Yeah.
This is something that we like to do. Yeah. And so we have somebody in the building.
Our special guest today, our special guest co-host is Brandy.
Yay.
Hello, world. Can I just start by saying how excited I am?
Yes.
My first time on radio, and I get to do it with you two, so this is super
Podcast,
exciting.
so they get to see how cute you are.
Absolutely.
And they get to see
Boom.
his hair. She's
Boom.
giving us hair.
Boom.
She's giving us face. She's giving
Blonde
us
bombshell.
flipped collar.
Yes.
She's giving us blue jean on blue jean with a pop of a lip.
Yeah.
Huh? Yes.
Love me some denim. So
Absolutely. So our special guest, Brandy, she's at authentically.be. She'll give you that information as well. But she's a 29-year-old Houstonian mother, wife, elementary school teacher, and creative being. She began Authentically Be after her husband and they purchased a cottage built in the 20s that required a lot of TLC.
Yeah.
it was a little bit more than
Yeah.
TLC.
You have to tell us about it.
It was like a lifeline. It needed to be revived, but
I have to hear about this. And then she said that she decided to listen to her inner voice that was nudging her to share things that she was working on in effort to help others discover how capable they are.
That's a big deal for me. A lot of people just underestimate themselves all the time and continuously. And I feel like what I do on my blog helps people to say like, she's a girl, random girl, regular girl. If she can do it, I can do it. And that translates to everything. So it could be home stuff. It could be career goals. It could be, it literally translates to anything.
Wow.
Motivation.
And so when you found this cottage, when they all bought this cottage, was it unlivable? Was it a place that was unlivable and you flipped it? Like, not flipped it, but made it.
It was struggling. As far as the living space, it was very walled off and closed off. All the homes used to be compartmentalized, so it was one of those things. And everything needed to be redone: the floors, the paint. It had like wallpaper, and it wasn't some place you wanted to live in. Not being, I was born in '86, so I know what all that '80s stuff looks like, that was beyond the '80s. Like,
wow,
yeah, it was a lot. The stove was one of those huge ones that had like the microwave attached to it, and it was
that's character though.
It is character, but character within reason. We kept some. We kept a lot of the character. Like in our kitchen, there's a little closet that has a fold down ironing board.
I love it.
Love it. So we painted everything, of course, but we just recovered it, and those are the kind of things we can get with a clawfoot tub. It still had a clawfoot tub, cast iron. Pretty. So we redid the outside of that and made it all nice and shiny and new, and we kept that. We did what we could do, but the floors, original hardwood floors.
So that was beautiful.
So we made it beautiful.
You made it beautiful.
They had to be resanded. They had to be done, all the way stained and sealed and all that. So we really did have to redo almost everything.
That's so dope. I commend you.
I do too, because if I would be like, I'm not getting that.
No, I would be like, I can't, because I'm the girl that goes on YouTube, and I'm like, I could do it. No.
Well, it was the sacrifice of spending more time and money into renovations or not getting our ideal neighborhood.
Wow.
And the neighborhood was like, we can't pass this up. It was one of those things that you make the sacrifice for something like that. And we did. Absolutely. But, and it came with all the renovations.
So you made it the way you wanted to make it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And most older houses, the rooms are bigger than the newer houses.
In our case, since it was a 1920s cottage and it's in the one of the older Sugar Land neighborhoods, it's teeny tiny, about 900 square feet. Some of the older homes in our neighborhood have additions put on them, so they're bigger. Our house actually has an addition, so it's 900 square feet with the addition.
Oh wow!
I know. I know. So
I love it though.
Before that, and do y'all know I can't keep it clean?
Well,
I cannot.
Well,
900
Don't
square
even say anything, because this lady can't keep. She can't keep a cup clean.
My 13 by 15 room. Like,
it's absolutely terrible. I mean, and it seems like we clean constantly. Yeah. I can't even imagine having a bigger home.
But you have a son too. How old is your son?
No, he's 4. Oh. He's 4 years old.
Yeah,
going on 40.
Yeah, I've seen he's
a man.
So cute. Yeah,
a man.
I know when we met you, when everybody stood up and said their name, you said, "I'm Brandy," and my son Tracy. No, what'd you say?
And my son, she said, "I love my son. He's crazy."
It said out. It's like, wow. My name is Brandy. I love my son. He's crazy.
I'm over exaggerating. I think all moms think that their children are absolutely insane. I saw something on Instagram that said like I could be decapitated, head over there, and my child will walk up to me and ask me for a juice box.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
So it's like all they know is that your mom and you are the source to food, love, cuddles, clothes. You are their everything.
Yes.
So they don't care what you're going through. They're just gonna be like, Mom,
I
need this, and they expect you to produce produce quickly.
Absolutely. And do it.
All of it.
Kids.
But he's my little pride and joy.
But we're so happy that you're here.
I am so happy to be here. I'm excited.
So excited.
And thank you, Mimi Irvin and Tia.
Hey,
Tia.
Mimi. Mimi is my girl.
Hey, Mimi.
Hey, Mimi.
Love
hey,
her.
Tia.
And Tia.
To see
Guys, make sure you share the video.
Absolutely.
Out there.
Yeah.
So
I was drinking water so hard. I'm sorry. I'm so thirsty. I'm sorry. Yes. So our first hashtag, ladies and gents, is Usher. Hashtag Usher.
Usher.
Usher. It's not Usher Raymond. Just hashtag.
It's just
Usher. That's all it's tagging right now. Yes. So news reports have came out that Usher, he admitted in docs, and it was legal documents, that he had herpes. Wow. A lady that was in his wedding, that was actually his first wife, Tamika Raymond. Is she Tamika Raymond? Is she back Tamika?
Foster?
She's back to Tamika Foster.
No, it's not
Kiki. She's Tamika. She's Foster because she's married to the Foster guy. Yeah. So Tamika Foster, which was his first wife, that everybody had everything to say about, that she was older, that she already had
She
kids.
wasn't pretty.
They said she wasn't pretty. I think she's cute, but people are rude. But anyway, so the woman, one of her friends that was in her wedding, and him had an affair, and the lady sued him for giving her herpes,
Wow.
and it was a $1.1 million settle. He paid her.
Wow. And didn't this happen like right before their wedding too?
Yes,
Like,
right before the
yeah.
wedding.
Holy
so when
moly.
Tamika and him, when you remember, it was a lot of like mess about them because they said that, oh, they broke up because he was cheating on her, and she said it though, and they said there was something wrong with her.
that
Like
she's
she went to
crazy.
court, they said she was crazy. They took the kids from her, saying that she was crazy because she was saying, he was like, I didn't do that. I cheated, but I didn't cheat with her friend. And so it came out that it was a settlement made. He paid the woman $1.1 million because of him passing herpes to her.
And it was a
So-
settlement, and also he was paying for like her doctor bills and things
Absolutely.
like that in the meantime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this came out. And so now another lady has came out. Since this came out last week. Yeah, another lady.
Holy moly. I
Yeah.
can't.
So another lady came out
No.
last week.
Uh-huh.
Actually, once everything after everybody heard that, he has herpes, because herpes is something, if you don't know, that I don't think you can't. That doesn't go away.
No.
no.
I think
It's forever.
it'll like go
It
away
can-
for a day or
It can
something. Or
lie,
I don't know.
It can
about
lie
herpes.
dormant.
Dormant.
Like,
So you
yeah,
can't
dormant in
see
your
them.
system.
You won't
Yeah,
see
but
them.
You always have it. Though.
Yeah, it's in your system.
Yeah.
And so another lady just came out and she said that she slept with him in April.
Of this year?
Yes, ma'am.
He's
April of
he's-
2017. He's married now. He's married to a lady named
Grace.
Grace Miguel. And so he slept with this lady in April, and she said that they had protected sex though. But she said she gave him oral sex.
Holy moly.
And so she said after that, 12 days later, she went to New Orleans. He was in New Orleans. She flew to New Orleans and she had sex with him unprotected. Last week when it came out, when she said that she was going to sue him, at first she was only suing him for $10 million. Because she said
Only
that
10
he...
million?
Only $10 million.
Only 10
Only
million.
only $10 million.
Good Lord.
So she was only suing him for $10 million last week because she said she just heard about it. She hadn't went to the doctor. The thing is, why hadn't you been to the doctor anyway if you slept with him unprotected?
Yeah.
I guess she thought since it was Usher might not have a disease or whatever. And so she went to the doctor and found out she had it too.
Yeah.
So now she's suing him for $20 million.
Oh, it's gone up.
Absolutely.
It's
Because
a
she said he
confirmation,
knew it. They
so-
have proof that he knows that he has it.
Yeah, and that's not. I don't know if it's illegal in every state. I want to say it is, but like if it's illegal. Like if you know that you
It's
have
illegal
something-
to give out diseases.
Yeah. You can't do that.
Knowingly. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you knowingly have something, you're just giving it out and you're slanging it
Yeah.
and you're giving it to,
Slanging it like it's for sale. Like here you go, want some.
yeah.
It's terrible on so many different levels because never mind the fact that they contracted this disease on a dishonest terms.
Yeah.
Knowing that someone is married,
Uh-huh.
knowing that someone is about to be married, and you continue to make decisions
Mm-hmm.
that affect all of you,
Absolutely.
and not even considering people that are about to marry him
Mm-hmm.
or already married to him. So I don't ever want to seem mean and say like that's what you get,
But hey,
but that's what you
What comes
get.
around goes around.
seriously.
And especially if someone like Usher, apparently his ego is stopping him from making the best decisions, because if your ego is that big that you would jeopardize someone else's health and not even think about them before you make your choice and not disclosing certain information, it's obviously it's a problem.
Yeah.
So I don't know. People know what they're dealing
Yeah.
with. They know that they're dealing with someone that has an ego like that. And when people have egos, you have to be careful because they hold back on pertinent information.
And they can give out the herpes.
The
So
herpes.
Gary said Usher's giving out herpes like Oprah's giving out cars.
LOL.
You get herpes. You get herpes. Everybody
Get
gets herpes.
Yeah, and so Tamika came out last week. She was like, "No, he didn't give them to me."
Wow.
Because they had their kids before they
Yeah.
got married.
Uh-huh.
He had 2 kids with her, and then I guess that's when everything. Because remember, right after they got married, it started falling apart.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so she said it though, and everybody was like, "Oh, she's having a nervous breakdown. It's something
They said
wrong
she
with
was
her."
absolutely nuts. I remember.
Yeah,
They
it
were
went
like,
to
"She's
court. Like,
crazy."
we need to take her kids away from her. She's lying.
That's that public courtroom. People. And people say they're not biased and not, involved and not
Lies.
paying attention to what's going on around them. But obviously, if all these people would just dump on her and say like she's crazy, you're doing she must be on some. Everybody's on drugs when they say something that's true, because people can't handle the truth. But
And so the same lady that is the one that was doing for Black China, the woman that was a lawyer for Black China, I forgot her name. I just read this like a minute ago. She's like, it's a lot of other ladies coming out and coming to her saying, well, I slept with him. He never told me. So just look for this to be a big deal unless he starts just paying everybody. If he starts paying everybody to stop them.
It doesn't sound
So these people who are coming out now, if they did not contract, if they did not contract the disease, but they did have consensual sex, do they still get to be a part of this settlement?
I think so. Hi, Daddy. Thank you for watching. But and go back to talking about the herpes. I'm sorry, Dad. It's embarrassing. So embarrassing. No, but I think they should get some money because they were just lucky enough not to get it.
It's about
you
being
could
at
be
risk.
At risk of getting a disease because you didn't tell me that you had it. But what about the women? Why are you sleeping with this man without a condom?
Yes,
they're giving away condoms left and right.
And I mean,
left and right.
And then he's Usher. I'm sure he has enough in his
Yeah.
pockets to go.
But people
grab a whole
assume
bouquet of
Usher, like stupid women. I don't want to call them stupid, ignorant,
Maybe naive,
Naive.
or starstruck.
It's
a whole
Usher.
lot of
It's a combination of things probably, but you know what? People, I don't know if it's a day and age kind of thing, but people don't take their health seriously. There are so many things. I mean, just think about generally in the United States, all the things that the trash we put in our bodies, the things we eat. I mean, there are things that we eat and consume that are banned in other countries. McDonald's. So, when we have that kind of mentality in this country in general, it's like your health is the bottom. It's on the bottom of your list to care about because there are other things that people need to care about. Air quotes.
Right,
so it's just one of those things. Yeah, like that's more important than like what happens afterwards.
And maybe they should stop sleeping with Usher. And this portion of the show is sponsored by Three Hues. They should go paint. Come paint, sip, and party at Three Hues. Join a party or book your own private event for kids or adults. Let Three Hues help you create your masterpiece on canvas step by step. A painting party is perfect for any occasion, a church function, wedding showers, team building, Girl Scouts earning their badge, date night, birthdays, or anytime you just want to have fun. Ask them about their summer camp programs, kids clubs, special events, and wine glass painting events. Did we mention that Three Hues is mobile too? Yes, you can go to the studio or they can come to you. Visit the website today at threehueshouston.com.
Go Three Hues.
Three
Owned by our
Hues,
girl
woohoo.
Arissa. She's so bomb.
Yeah, but back to Usher.
I'm sure she doesn't want to be affiliated.
Yeah, back to Usher. I don't want to don't say her name and say Usher after. I love her.
Sorry,
don't say
girl.
that. Yeah, and so it's just people are naive. And maybe these women are like, oh, maybe I can get a check. Maybe I can get pregnant by
True.
Usher. Yeah.
That's true.
When your intentions are, intentions like the ones you just named, you automatically put yourself at risk for certain things because you're not even thinking about yourself or thinking about him. You're just thinking about what you can get out of a situation.
It's tons of women looking for a come up.
This is not sleeping with people is not a networking event. So it's like, ooh, I'm here with social chicks. This is going to be great for all of us. This is great. No, it's not like that. When you sleep with somebody, that's not networking.
Well, that's what they think.
Thinking
it's
that
social
something's going to come out of it.
Brandy,
or
what are you talking about? It's socializing and networking at its finest.
You know what? For far too long, people have used that as networking. And newsflash, it's just not networking.
Absolutely.
It's just not
you've
networking.
Heard a couple of people's feelings. Sorry. Yeah, but
True
they
parts.
and you think of
That's
Usher,
an
they
Usher
think
song.
that's Usher.
Oh, the
God.
irony.
You can go on and on and
All
on and
day.
on with Usher songs. But the thing is, when you think of Usher, you think good guy, and he hasn't came out. I thought he was
hasn't
gonna
said
do
anything, right.
what is it called when you stand up in the press
conference
A press
and-
conference.
Or release a statement through
He
his
hasn't.
lawyer.
His lawyers. They're not gonna say anything.
Well, if
Because
he
it's
has
the fact
everything
that he had to pay somebody.
he has everything to lose by going in front of anybody and admitting anything.
He can say he was living a wild life. It's other people that have had diseases. They get diseases and they go on Good Morning America and everybody loves them down. they say when this guy, the Sheen guy, Charlie Sheen, went on everybody.
Oh my gosh.
And this guy was giving it away.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
giving it because he has money. He was paying women off. That's what he said when he was
Yeah,
on there. He was
he
like,
did
I was
got
paying
money
women
off.
off, so I kept him quiet.
Uh-huh.
He was doing it. Usher can go
terrible.
on and say I was young because Usher's my age. He's 38. He's still young. So he can say I was out there. I was doing different things and this is what I did. But why are you still giving it out? Because this was in April.
See, that's the thing.
And I
that's-
know she's not the last.
Yeah.
And he's married now.
And he's married. And that's what you
but
want
I
to
haven't
hope.
seen
These are
pictures of him and
problems.
that woman lately.
That is very
I haven't
true.
seen him and this his new wife lately at all. Like for a year, I saw pictures of him in Vegas for something that just went on. He probably was slanging it then.
You gotta stop saying slanging.
He was slanging, I'm sure.
Slanging it. You know what? Slanging it indicates that it's for sale. And you know what? Right now, with all the lawsuits coming down the pipe, it's basically for sale, for lease, for whatever, because people are gonna line up for their payday,
Even
Whether
if they
they-
didn't sleep with him.
whether they have it or not. It's all about that risk, like we talked about, and people are gonna just go up there and be like, "Look, I was at risk."
That is so,
So-
true, though. I just thought
How do
about
you
that.
know?
What
How
if
do they know if you didn't do it? He can say, "I've never seen
Exactly.
that lady in my life."
Yeah, and there's like, well, but I have herpes.
Well, there's gonna have to be. This is my criminal minds. There's gonna be a preponderance of evidence that has to come out. They're gonna have to produce something more than
messages,
some
some
text
memes,
messages, some
some
phone
something.
calls,
It was
some
tons of women in
some
Vegas for
sexting,
something when he was
some-
there just now. He was
you know,
in Vegas and he was
something.
out there dancing.
Dancing.
Yeah, and
Getting
the
it,
women,
getting
and they
it.
were like, "Hey."
You know, and sadly, this, because he's passing it around and because he has sexually transmitted disease, this is not going to stop people from approaching him, women from approaching him. This is not going to stop anything in his show. And
Yeah,
that's the sad
because
part
doesn't
about it.
make him, it makes him bad that he didn't say anything. Because if he did say something, he might have told his new wife.
That's true.
He might
He
have told
could've.
him like,
He
well,
could've.
she's an older lady. She has kids. She's probably like, I'm not gonna have no kids. You fine, Usher. You
Well,
know, wrap
what-
it up.
Yeah.
Because then the thing is, that doesn't mean just because somebody has a disease, they shouldn't get married and they shouldn't have.
No, that's
but
not what it
open your
means.
mouth and say, give
Right.
people a choice.
Right.
Just say, you know what?
I don't wanna
Or
deal with
okay,
that.
I love you enough.
Yeah, because you never know. But just you have to give people the option, though.
The way Usher's gonna emerge from this, he cannot emerge unscathed, but he can only come out and be forthcoming and truthful and honest. Because if he comes out and tries to like paint over this and
Like how? What do you think he can say?
here's a little
Press conference.
whenever I was working on my house, you have to use a certain kind of paint to paint over wallpaper if you don't want to take it off, because some of the contents in regular paint will loosen up the adhesive behind the wallpaper and it will fall off.
Okay.
And if Usher walks into this situation, he's already in it, and he tries to paint over it with some fluff and some stuff, people are going to see right through it, and it's going to, and that wallpaper that he put is going to fall off. So the only thing he can do is walk into this and be truthful and forthcoming, and just be honest. People like honesty. People like to see real. And if he doesn't come at it from a real perspective, it's like he's gonna be done.
Yeah.
And
He's
we
gonna be
accept
done.
you back as black people. We love to
Oh,
say,
we'll take you back.
We'll
We'll take
do a
you
show
back.
and everybody will stand up and
We'll take
we'll
you back.
hold hands. We love you. Yeah. He just needs to
it's
come out and
okay.
say, this is what I did. I was stupid.
Yeah.
And if he admits
Yeah.
it, he'll be all right.
Yeah.
But if he doesn't, people are gonna sit there like this and wait.
He can say, well, I didn't do that. They're lying. Well, no,
look at
sir.
him.
And they're gonna wait. And they're gonna wait.
He's
until
going to
he
come out
says
and
something.
dance and slide on the floor. And do-
And the thing about it is, I don't know how many people, but it's like a crazy amount of people that actually have it, that have actually
Yeah, they said
contracted it.
herpes. Yeah,
Yeah, like
you know,
it's-
people have herpes anyway. Like a lot of people have it, even if you get cold sores. It's not the same. It's like herpes simplex.
Yeah.
like, you have
Yeah.
different ones.
Yeah.
Like he has herpes simplex too.
Uh-huh.
That's the one STD.
That's like-
and then
like
you can have the
typical,
one like
yeah.
some people get cold sores.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean they have it on their
They get,
snatch
like,
or
yeah,
something.
like,
Like,
you know,
no,
That's snatch.
no, they don't.
First slanging it, first snatch. Oh my gosh, I love it so much.
Yes, so that doesn't mean that they just get
Yeah.
cold sores. Some people have it that what is it in their system? They just have it in their system.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So,
So let me read some comments.
okay.
So the comments are somebody said news reports about that's what I was.
Hold on, let's try that one more time.
Yeah. So the comments are so the bridemaid. I hate when people say maid. Bridemaid. That's how Nene says on
Bridemaid.
House. She
Bridemaid.
says all my bridesmaids.
Bridesmaids.
So bridesmaid was sleeping with groom, and they both have herpes. Karma.
Yeah.
And the person who says bridesmaid. You're the funniest girl I know. So the next one is, this is the new flame he sung about.
New flame.
You can go on and on. Like,
Yes.
they won't let it burn.
New
die.
flame is burning. A flame is burning. I think herpes is bumps. I don't think you're burning. You didn't watch that at school? Y'all didn't watch it and they show people?
You know, I was actually a peer presenter back in the day for like STDs and stuff. Me and my homegirl Tiffany. Shout out to Tiffany. Yeah, in high school. And we went
It's
to classes
bumps.
and we talked about stuff.
It's bumps. It's not flame. Y'all picked the wrong one. Everybody's saying burning. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not burning.
That's kind of, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. And so another one says, I thought Usher was married. We already said that. I wonder, but
yeah.
I'm telling you, I haven't seen pictures of him and his wife in a while.
Yeah.
Because they used to be
She might
riding
be over
bikes and stuff. Because he had
Vacay.
moved to LA, and I think she lives in LA, but now he's back in Atlanta. Okay. Somebody said, why 20 million? I don't see other people going around charging that much for an STD.
Charging, like we said, it's for sale.
Yes, we was like, I don't see other people charging 20 million. I don't know what's the going price. And are you going to accept that price? Like,
Come on.
I'll take you, Usher, if you pay. That's like corny.
Yeah, no.
First of all, we need to figure out what the paying rate is for herpes. If that's what we're doing.
Yes, with 20 million, she's asking for 20 million. Then I saw other comments. People were like, she's only going to get 2. I'm like, why are people negotiating on here? No.
Well,
not
negotiating.
she should get
start
whatever
high.
she needs to get.
Yeah.
But she needs to make sure she's going around. She's honest with people too now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because she might not have the money to get sued.
Absolutely.
So I wonder in between, after April, like I guess it was still in April. I don't know if it was in May. Was it the end of April? I don't know. So I don't know if she was sleeping around after that too.
Yeah.
So some guys might come out and say she needs to shut up, but they said her name is Jane Doe.
So they haven't released her actual name. Well, it sounds like everybody needs to make sure they're watching their money. That you're watching your money, that you're budgeting it, because it might get snatched. So we'll go ahead and get into the Houston Housewives of Finance. Did you know that only 4 states in the United States offer financial education? 33% or more than 77 million of Americans don't pay their bills on time. 39% of Americans carry credit card debt from month to month. And 39% of adults say they don't have enough savings. Don't become one of these statistics. Let Houston Housewives of Finance advise you on increasing your cash flow and becoming your own money manager by scheduling your complimentary personal financial strategy. Contact Houston Housewives of Finance today at 1-844-700-4463 or email us at info@houstonhousewivesoffinance.com. Ask us how you can participate in a complimentary financial literacy workshop near you. Houston Housewives of Finance are the new faces of the new age of financial services. So Jane Doe may need to hit them up.
Yes, and right now we're going to end Facebook Live. Everybody out there,
bye,
thank you for
Facebook
watching.
Live.
Bye.
And everybody that was watching us on Facebook Live, share.
Yes.
And thank you. And subscribe to, you can continue watching actually our episode by subscribing to iTunes and SoundCloud, Google Play, and also Stitcher.
Yeah.
You can also finish watching this episode tonight on thesphere.tv. You can review our show on iTunes with the constructive feedback if you would like. You can share, like I said, share this Facebook Live post and the entire show with your family and friends. And donate to our mission to bring enriched, inspiring content each and every week. You can donate at www.thesphere.tv/donate.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you, Facebook Livers, for
Thanks,
watching.
Facebook Live.
Hey, Mark.
Thanks.
I see Mark, Kiki.
Hey, Mark.
Yeah. So thank you, Facebook Livers.
Yes.
Continue
Thank you,
watching.
thank
And
you.
share.
What's next, T? What's the next story?
Okay, so next story, #Madame Tussauds. You like
That's how you say it. I thought it was Madame Tussauds.
I don't know. I looked it up on YouTube because I didn't know how to say it, and that's how they said it.
You push the button that says Madame Tussauds.
Yeah, it said, Madame Tussauds.
But
And then
when
they
you
wait
s-
like a couple seconds and it says Madame Tussauds. So I was like, oh, okay.
You should have did American English. Sounds like British.
Oh, well, possibly.
It's
Does
Madame
she have an
Tussauds.
accent?
Okay.
But I love it. I want you to say it like that. It just
Madame
seems very
Tussauds.
like.
Sophisticated.
Fancy.
Well, Madonna.
Thank you.
Elijah Matters.
Elijah Matters. Elijah Matters. Just like Black Lives Matter.
Yes, they do.
Absolutely.
Elijah Matters.
Absolutely. So here's the thing. They are trending because there has been this new wax figure that has emerged. It's actually been around for a while, but just recently it's kind of been pushed to the forefront. And we kind of don't know who this wax figure is. When we first look at her.
That's the first doggone
The
problem.
scariest thing
The
ever.
first doggone problem is when you walk into a wax museum and you don't know who the people are.
Yeah.
It's a doggone problem.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
And what?
So who is this lady in front of us? Behold, it is Beyonce.
Shut the
Who?
front door.
That looks like Lindsay Lohan.
Who is that?
Lindsay Lohan.
That's Jane Doe.
That's the woman with the herpes.
Literally, Jane Doe is
That's the one.
synonymous
That's the one
for
with Usher.
Yeah, is that her?
Yes, they're trying to get signs.
Jane Does are nameless, faceless women.
Absolutely.
I don't.
Who does she
nameless
look like to you?
I don't know, and that's part of the issue. Nameless, faceless. I don't know.
She
who
doesn't
this
look like
is.
Beyonce. She
She
gives
does
me
not
a
look
little
like
bit of
Beyonce.
Lindsay Lohan. She gives
I
me a
see that.
Remember when Lindsay's hair is blonde? She looks like her.
I see that.
She looks a little piggish in the face right here. Yeah.
Absolutely. And there's actually like been a list of other celebrities that she looks like. Lindsay Lohan was on that list.
She was. Okay, good. Good. I won.
Julia Stiles. You remember who
Okay.
Julia Stiles
Oh, I
is?
remember on the
From Save
the
the
Last
Last
Dance.
Dance.
I love her. Okay.
I can see it.
Oh, okay, okay. I see
Someone
Julia.
said Taylor Swift. I don't.
I don't
No.
see Taylor.
I don't see
No.
Taylor Swift, but Lindsay Lohan, and then somebody said Kate Gosling, which I can see.
Oh, that is Kate and 8. Kate plus 8.
Kate plus 8.
Why would she get one?
It looks like her though.
You know, when you walk up to a wax figure and you don't know who it is and you're confused, you're gonna start rambling off names. And Kate, you know, she's been on TV.
I can
You
see
may
that
just
Shakira
get Kate
too. I can see Shakira.
Shakira.
Yeah.
by the hair, Shakira. I
But
see
not
that.
the face.
But
No,
one
not at
person
all.
I do not see is
B.
Beyonce.
Somebody said Britney Spears.
Britney Spears, possibly. I mean, and here's the thing, even like the whole outfit, like the outfit is crazy, outdated.
Cheap. They're really because I thought
Yeah.
most of the time when you get a wax figure, you get the some clothes from the celebrity.
That's
That's what they used
Or
to
at
do.
least they will do their best to replicate, you know, a piece that they've you know, they are known for wearing, something that they wore like performed at the
She's
Super Bowl
never
or
wore that
whatever,
before.
whatever.
Maybe
Yeah.
she wore that when she was with Destiny Child when they first came out.
maybe possibly,
When Mama Tina
'cause
was
it's
making
the
the
fit.
outfit.
Yeah.
how scary outfit.
And there's nothing wrong with it, but that's not. And she didn't
Yeah.
look like that.
Absolutely not. She did not. The fishnets, the black boots, it just looks really, really, it looks cheap.
It looks
you know?
generic, and that's
Yeah.
part of the issue. Beyonce is way
Far
past
from
generic.
generic.
There is nothing
That's
generic
weird.
about that woman,
Yeah.
and for them to put that out there as a representation of her,
It's crazy.
it's deplorable.
It's absolutely
It's
crazy.
reprehensible.
Yes.
Who does
I
that?
saw it. I just went past it.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know what that is. I'm not gonna watch
Who's
it.
that lady?
Who's this lady? I don't know
Yeah.
who she is.
That's when you like.
We
Knock it
know they
out.
know how to get it right because we've seen them get
They
it
have
right.
other. Where's this one located? You don't know where this?
It was in Orlando, and then it became
Oh,
like
my
a big deal because they sent it to New York.
No,
So once
it was
came
in
up to New-
Orlando, and like at the because I went to it at Universal Studio. They have the Madame Tussauds.
Really?
That better not be there.
They said that it was there. They said that it was
No,
there.
it has
Then
to be
they
at
sent
the
it to
gas
New York.
station.
Yeah.
It's at the gas station. I'm sure of it.
Listen, they sent it to New York, and then that's when people was like, "That's not beyond." You know,
And they
New
sent it to
Yorkers.
New York.
Mhm. They're
People,
gonna
no
say,
wonder
like,
nobody didn't fight it or hit it and punch it or something.
That's not Beyonce. We refuse to believe. So they have since removed her and like try to fix her up and make her look more like Beyonce. However, she doesn't really look like her anymore.
I wanna
You
see-
can tell that she's a little bit more tan. You know, like she
I
has
said
a-
they
browned her up just a little bit.
sprayed her a little bit.
Just a tidge, and then it looks like instead of her hair going like this, they kind of just pushed it back, like the wind's blowing.
Do we have pictures of it?
We do. We have a before and after, right? The before and after pic.
Yes, we provide it.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And so it's. I mean,
Oh
like
my
if
gosh.
you look, it's not a big difference. Like it's not a huge difference, but you can maybe tell that they tried. And so a representative from the actual establishment said that it had a lot to do with the flash. They said
Oh
that.
no.
Let me tell you something.
I want to see.
Let me tell you
Okay,
something.
there she goes.
No, that is
No,
not
that's
her.
Laverne Knox.
That
and
is
that's
when they know how to get it
beautiful.
right.
That looks like Laverne.
Wow.
They got it right
Yes.
that time, right?
Yes,
really
she plays
did.
on Orange is the New Black. She's a
Yeah.
transgender.
And then we have other people that they got right
actress.
too.
let me see.
Who else did they get right?
This is me.
Or is it all wrong?
It's us. We're the wax figures. No, but they got Denzel. They got
Denzel right.
Denzel was on.
I would love to see some.
Prince.
They did. My boyfriend.
I mean, when I tell you on, all the way on. So we know that you guys can do it right. And so then recently, a Kylie Jenner one was recently.
Okay, why did she even get one?
And when I tell you spot on,
Because she's
y'all,
plastic. She's waxy.
But she's not
That's
even
why.
a celebrity.
Well,
She's a reality star. But they gave her sister one before.
Yeah,
She's a social celebrity,
Yeah,
so they
so,
kind of
yeah.
pay attention to
Yeah,
that.
they-
Look at Denzel.
Denzel.
Denzel's. I don't know. Denzel doesn't look like it's right to me.
Hey, but he,
In
like
the
a
eyes,
little,
it gives me young. It's like a little
Yeah.
weird. It gives me.
but he looks more like than that Beyonce.
No, it gives me weird.
Does it give you a
Yeah,
little
he
bit?
gives me like
Something
a
is
nu-
not right with the eyes.
Yes,
They're
he
too
gives
close
me-
together.
Yes, he looks like he knows Denzel.
They got the proportions off. Family member, Denzel,
Yeah.
Cousin, uncle
cousin.
something.
Okay.
That's
Any
not
more,
him, though.
Elijah?
We have any more? Yeah. I believe the Prince one.
I would love to see that. Thing.
Yeah, like the Prince one is pretty much it's a good one.
Oh no, not to me.
You don't think so? I
They
think
put
that that's a
taco
good
meat on
one.
the side of his face. Look at his mouth. It's not the same
Okay,
mouth.
it's not. Well, I can't.
They
say
get
it's
him
not gonna be
spot
dead on because
on.
they
I've
did.
seen
Kylie
them.
was spot on. When I tell you that kid was, it was.
The point the point that we're missing on some of these is that you look at that and you can tell that's Prince. You
Yeah.
look at Denzel and you can tell that's
It's
Denzel. The eyes are a little wonky, but you can tell it's Denzel.
Yeah.
The problem is that when we look at the Beyonce, it doesn't register, it doesn't click. We literally don't know who the heck it is,
I
and
don't know who she
that's the problem. And nobody's saying. I mean, I'm sure somebody said it out there,
Even when they fix
but
her,
she
looks
is
a mess.
she is completely whitewashed,
Yes.
and that is the problem.
And I don't
That's
think
the
she wants
problem.
to be whitewashed.
She is
either.
completely whitewashed. That everything is overgeneralized, and it just doesn't look like her. And that's part of the. We are known. All people are known for what they look like. Their features. So when you take something, you change it just a little bit to make it more generic, and then you take another little piece and you change it just a little bit more to make it more generic. You end up just making this thing that doesn't look like the person who it's intended to look like.
It's totally not.
I get Prince there.
Whoever curled his hair did really good.
the
Good
He was
curls.
like Marcel.
The curls.
Look, you see, like, and
I see.
pulled them ever so gently,
And then to look up like the
and then they
gaze
put it behind the ear.
gives
Like
me Prince.
I like the hair.
Yeah. So before we get into the comments, though. This portion of the show is sponsored by The Sphere. Are you starting your business and looking for a place to advertise? Do you have a need to reach out to thousands of people across the world to build your brand or sell your product? If so, get your product placement and advertising needs handled right here at The Sphere. We offer a wide variety of content delivery platforms, including iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, YouTube, and Stitcher. Plus, we have a vast demographic reach within the United States as well as modern countries across the globe. Our enriched content and inspiring dialogue coupled with your strategic ad is surely to hit the mark every time. Call us today at area code 832-772-7789 or send an email over to advertise@thesphere.tv. So let's get into some of these comments because they were funny. Theory. Beyonce wax figure makers have never seen Beyonce.
Possibly. Maybe they
Never.
just described her.
When it's that bad, you just have to come up with all kinds of mess to explain.
To
You-
describe.
obviously, like if you had even the worst photo of Beyonce, you would know that doesn't look like her.
Yeah.
And
Like-
the face was really, really little. Beyonce has a
not
bigger
her.
face. Like her
Yes,
face was a little
more-
bit longer.
Yes.
The
Oh,
proportions are
wow.
off. Everything's off. I actually watched the video of when she first she sat for the measurements of
Uh-huh.
Are
of
you
it.
serious?
And for all the work they do, all the measurements and all the time, it took months to do this. It took months. You're telling me that you paid somebody a salary to make
that.
that? They need to be fired.
Are they hiring?
Whoever did
Yeah,
that,
are they hiring?
it needs to be under some scrutiny because it's terrible. If you do your job terribly,
That's crazy.
I don't
I
see
mean,
her at
oh
all.
my
Even if you
gosh.
squint your eyes. You know, most of the time, if you squint your eyes and look at
No.
something.
No.
what about in isolation? Like if you did like the whole like just look at her lips, just look at her eyes. Just
No.
look-
I don't
No.
see anything in her
No.
face.
No.
No, it's just not there.
She probably had a wig like that once upon a time. You know, Beyonce
I'm
likes to switch
sure.
it up with the hair.
Yeah.
But that's
it.
I just don't see it.
Maybe she provided the hair.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
So someone else says, Harpo, who this woman? It's not Beyonce. And somebody else says, oh, I could see it in the eyebrows.
You're a horrible person. Whoever said this, you're reaching.
They're trying to find something. They're trying to.
That's
See
nice.
it
They're
in the
positive.
eyebrows.
The eyebrows, not so much either.
Let me try to.
No.
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 Not
Forehead.
even
What
the
about the
hand?
forehead? Forehead.
No,
No.
that forehead is huge. The hands look. Beyonce's fingers.
You got the fingernail wrong. Everything is wrong about this. This is the issue. Everything.
It's just not.
Everything is wrong
her.
about it.
Yes.
Yeah,
Literally
so-
everything's wrong about it. When we saw the Denzel wax, we knew the issue was the eyes.
The
Oh, the
eyes,
eyes.
yeah.
Oh, it's too
Yeah.
close. We can't even pick out what's wrong with it because everything
That's
is wrong
not
with
her.
it.
I think it's an accident.
It's not.
Somebody needs to be
Lindsay Lohan.
fired.
Absolutely.
Somebody needs to be
Not her.
fired.
So after that travesty, what do we need?
A motivational.
We
quote.
need a motivational
Yeah.
So
quote.
our motivational quote came from I Am Tanisha. She's the quote is didn't come from her. She actually reposted it. I got it from her page. Says she doesn't even hear them when they tell her that she can't because God already promised her that she will.
Amen.
Hello.
Amen to that.
Yes.
Yes.
Love that.
yes.
Love that. And we also love Miss Brandy.
Love you
you,
back.
Brandy.
This was so much fun. I think I will do this again.
Yes.
Yes.
We're gonna
Book her.
schedule you. Books.
This was a lot of fun, and oh my gosh, the way y'all like attack this and your approach to everything, it's so fun. But like y'all's honest opinions, and like nobody's speaking honestly nowadays. So this is so refreshing. Refreshing.
We just
I
say
love
we're
it.
just two
Yes.
stupid girls just talking. It's just all but stupid stuff.
No.
Yes.
It's fun. Yeah.
But
So
thank you
we'll
so
definitely
much.
have you back, Brandy. We'll be
Yeah.
hitting you
Yay.
tomorrow with the new sketch.
Yeah.
Heck
Like,
yeah.
hey, girl. By the way, you said.
And it's on, and it's recorded, so you said it.
Absolutely. So give everybody your social media handles so they can
Yes.
follow you.
So my website is authenticallyb.com, and it's the letter B, not BEE. I'm thinking about the Beehive fans who are
Right.
super protective of their girl. So
Absolutely.
y'all need to be as protective of me as y'all are of B.
Absolutely.
So authenticallyb.com is the website, and on Instagram it's authentically.b. On everywhere else it's authenticallyb. That's Pinterest, that's Twitter, that's Facebook. It's all the same. So look me up. I am just a fashionista. I love
Supermodel.
I'm trying, but I love bold, styled, everything that's styled a little bit over the top, or a little bit understated too, with a little pop. Because I'm wearing a throwback and Taylor,
Yeah.
thrifted denim dress.
Yes.
Love it to death. But my pop here is I'm blonde now, and I'm wearing a red lip, and you can't see my feet, but I'm known for having on my Chucks.
Yeah.
So
Love that.
it's just one of those things where I bring things together in the way that I want to. Everything is so social media washed, and I'm not gonna say whitewashed, but
And
I don't want to
Beyonce,
overgeneralize.
Fake Beyonce.
Yeah. fake wax washed. So
Right.
it's I found a place that I created my own space, and in the world, on the internet, to do what I want and to just
And
be
you
me.
made
So
it. I think you're so bomb. When we
so
first
dope.
met you, we were like, she's bomb.
Yeah.
y'all
We like
bomb.
her. We like her. And
She's
I have
sitting
to
next
follow
us
you
so
on
we can talk
Pinterest.
and laugh.
Yes.
I think everybody out there needs to know that y'all walk, talk, speak in unison. Like they are a team if I ever seen one. I mean, they just, when we got here today, they pulled up in the Jeep, hopped out, walked out. They were just so fab, so fly. Like y'all move together, and it's obvious.
you.
Like
We are
that's
a
not,
Thank you.
We are
Thank
definitely
you.
a
that's
team.
not always something you can see in, us brown
Appreciate it.
girls.
It's my bestie. though.
Appreciate
We
it.
fight, but we fight. We yell.
Regularly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's only
But
right.
then guess what? We're still
That's
best
sisterhood though. You get
Exactly.
you fight and you get over stuff. My sister and I travel together a lot, and within the first, for extended periods of time, within that first week, the first few days, we have to get over our first fight. Like we have to fight, get mad at each other, even if it's over bus seats.
Yeah.
We were
Whatever.
transporting between countries. I sat in her seat. She was like, I want to sit next to the window. Like it could be trivial,
Yeah.
but you get your first fight, you get out the way, and
Yeah.
then boom, you're
You
on
move
to the
past
next.
it.
Love matters first. You have to love that person. You just be
Absolutely.
Like, I love you, so
Yeah.
whatever.
Sit next to the window.
Right.
Dang it.
You move right on past it. So thank
Sit
you
next to the window.
so much for being
You
here
are
with
so
us.
welcome.
And you guys have to make sure, well, make sure that you subscribe to the show. Number one, make sure that you follow Brandy. And
Make sure you follow us on social media.
Yes.
SOXIALCHIX, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter, SOXIAL_CHIX.
Yes. And
Girl,
we
you are
thank
so
you.
good at that. I'd be like, la,
She's
la,
my
la,
go-to
la.
girl for
You're
that.
so good at that.
And again, we thank you guys for tuning in to hashtag It Is Kiki and Shy.
And we are Social Chicks. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Brandy.